foot point. Sort of.
Thickish.
Do you want to let it out? I'll get some more ice. Remember every time I come over, we have grilled cheese and chocolate milk? Hi, Mushi and friends. It's Newt. We didn't have a lot going on this week, so I didn't really have too much to film, so I decided I would just film a desk tour first. I wanted to do just a very tiny mini haul of some things that I picked up recently. For polymer clay making, it's a little bit messy. The clay kind of leaves a residue on things, so when you're working with it, you want to have something on top of your space, like your desk or whatever you're using to work on, that just makes it a little easier to clean up, or at least I do. So I had been looking for a glass cutting board that had measurements on it, and I was looking for this for a while. I don't know why I couldn't find it. I was like looking on Amazon, like whatever. I couldn't find that specific item, so I ended up just getting this glass cutting board. It's good, it's fine, it works great. That's what I've been using. And then, like, I think I got that cutting board like a month ago. Yesterday we were at Michael's and I found this cutting board, which is exactly the one that I wanted. I had a coupon, so I decided to pick it up, but I think this will be really helpful for the next item that I'm going to be talking about, using these measurements on here. The next item that I got are these little pin backs. So I've never really been a big fan of pins and like anything to do with pins, really. I've never really owned pins. And all of a sudden I'm like obsessed with pins. So I want to make polymer clay pins, and for practice I was just going to use these again because I had a coupon. And the reason why this is going to be useful for that is because when I'm making the pins, like if I want to make every pin like the size of this square, then I can do that, and it would be like really easy to measure it. And then finally, I just got a new plant. Started a new job a few months ago, and we're allowed to decorate our desk space however we wish. So I definitely wanted to get some plants to decorate my desk with. And this was one of the little plants that I got. I absolutely love these little glass jars. I just thought the leaves were so pretty. It was kind of like, I don't know, it reminded me of the jungle for some reason, or like even like just like a cartoon plant or a plant drawing. For whatever reason, this just reminded me of something cute like that. They also kind of remind me of like little potions or something because they're in these little jars. I don't know. And that was just a little haul of some of the things that I picked up recently. So now on to the desk tour. So this is what my desk looks like at a glance. I'm sure if you've been watching our videos for a minute, you've seen this desk because this is where I spend a lot of my time, especially when I'm working on crafts and stuff like that. So first of all, I just wanted to mention this adorable seat cushion that Mr. Newt got for me. This is like the best thing ever. He's so cute and I love his little buck tooth. He fits perfectly on my chair. Okay, so starting at the top part of my desk, this is just, these are ghost pictures. They're the ones that I showed in a previous video, and I got frames for them, and I actually finally got the tabbies for them too, but we might be moving in a month or two, so I didn't think it was really worth it to be putting these up. My plan was to put these on top of this wall here, but since we're probably going to be moving, I decided against putting them up for now. Definitely when I have my new desk space, I'm going to be putting these up. This is just a little mushroom dish that I never finished. This is a paper cutter that my brother gave me. It works okay, it's a little small. And then this is just a watercolor notebook that I have up here. This is my, I think it's a Pilia. I honestly can't remember the name of it. It reminds me of lily pads, and I just think it's so cute, and it's sprouting this little baby, and I'm very proud of it. Then down here we have this little toast light. This is one my brother got for me. I think you got it off of Amazon, but it just does that, and then it turns back on. It's so cute. And then this is just a toast card that my hubby got for me, and it's got 2 toasts on it, and it kind of just goes with the toast chair pad down there. And then I just put my toast light with it because toast is adorable. Then over here, my iPad is usually here. I just have this cord to charge it and stuff, and I just put it on this little dock area. This is a little mushroom pop, and then this is a potions jar. This is my silver satin pothos, and this thing was so small. I got this a few years ago, and then all of a sudden it just started growing and growing and growing, so I have it just wrapped around everything up here. Moving down to the first shelf, this is just some notebooks and stuff that I use. This is my Coraline notebook, which I write a lot of my art ideas inside and whatever. And then I have some more stuff to track my Etsy sales, and then just other notebooks. Then over here, I keep my trackpad and my keyboard up here. And then back here, I have, this was one of the first clay items that I ever made. This is a little plague doctor. There's actually an artist that I based this character off of, so like this isn't my like original character, but there's an artist that I love. Put their name on the screen somewhere, and that's where I got the idea for this little character. I was going to make a bunch of these, but I didn't really get very far with that. I'm not crazy about the shape of it, but the flower itself turned out very good. And then these are some first attempt prototype keycaps. This was the OG frog. This was the very first keycap that I made. The frog looks a little different than this now, but that was the original one. This is just a little turtle guy that carries all this stuff. My brother actually painted this for me. These are some stamps that I've made. This is a frog under a flower, which if you purchased anything from my Etsy shop, you've probably seen this in some of my packaging. And then this was kind of like a goblin that I made. And this is Inky, our pigeon. This is my favorite one. And then this is a soap that looks like a dragon eye. And this is something Mushi made me. It's just a little like sea scenery. She made it for me out of resin. This is something else. Mushi made this for me years ago. Like we were in grade school or something. There's a tiny little dandelion tuft in there. And this is glow in the dark sand. So at night it glows. And it's so cute. And it just rests like all happy on top of the sand. This is honestly like one of my favorite things ever. I love this thing. I've had it for years. And these are all the things that I'm selling on my Etsy right now. So I have my toad under a leaf keycap, and then the frogs. This is kind of like an OG one. They don't look quite like this right now. They look more like this. Then this is my little ghost I made. I think he's really cute. He's on top of fall leaves. This is the dumpling. That's like the actual one that I have in my shop. And a little pumpkin. This is one of my favorite ones to make. He's so festive and Halloween-y. These are from my Pierre the Pears. I have this banana pear, which is like a summery pear. And then this snowman pear, which is one of my favorite ones that I made. The glaze on this came out so good too. It's so shiny. Behind them, I have this necklace that I got. I can't remember the name of the studio. I think it's Zebra Art Studio on Etsy, but she makes these cute soldered items, and she puts like dried flowers inside of them. They're really pretty. Then I have some Winsor and Newton ink, and there's just some crystals in here. This is a jar full of pine cones. This is a little dragon doll that Mushi got me. It's really cute. These are some more original, not original, but these were some of the first keycaps that I made. These are like way too thick for a keyboard, but I thought the cows were like really cute. And then I made this little lemon cow. And then I have just a ring back here, another crystal. This is actually made out of a nut, I think. My mom got this for me. It's really cool because it looks like a bird skull, but I'm pretty sure it's made out of a nut. And this is just a 3D printed slug. Just playing cards, a Bob Ross box. This is a little hamster my brother got me. This was a pear I never finished. And then some tree spirits or forest spirits. And then this. So I got this from a local artist. She makes all these cute little clay items, and this was a little dragon that she made that's reading a book. It's so cute. I love this so much. So that is everything pretty much that's on this shelf. It's just some knickknacks and random stuff like that. Then coming down here, I have the plant that I just showed you. He's just hanging out here. And then I have this, I call him like a swamp goblin or a forest goblin or something like that. I got this freaking toy from a health food store. It's by Jellycat, if you're curious. His tail, actually too, his tail is like a pigtail. I overpaid for this thing. So when I first saw him, I was like, oh, he's green, like green's my favorite color. He's so cute, I wanna get him. So there was no price tags on him. He was being sold with like one other stuffed animal. So I picked him up, and then I only had like 2 other items in my cart, and I knew what the prices of those were. So when we went to the checkout, the lady was like, okay, that'll be like $60. And I was like, what? This thing was like $36. It was so expensive for this stuffed animal. Like, if I had known that, I wouldn't have gotten him, but I'm very happy that I did get him. But he's just like my little desk mascot right now. He just hangs out over here. And then behind him are my Cali Art brush markers. These work really good with watercolors because they're alcohol based, so they're not going to bleed or smudge or anything. And then these are the stickers that Mushi gave me that she made. This just has like a few random things in it. I keep, me and Mushi do a correspondence together. I don't really know how to describe it, but we kind of like write fantastical stories back and forth to each other, and then with each letter that we write each other, we incorporate some sort of a fantastical item that we've made, a handmade item. So these are just a couple of letters that we've done. We haven't done too many. We give each other plenty of time to do them so that we're not feeling rushed or anything like that. So I just keep them in here because it's like kind of magical. And then these are some wax melts. Behind here is my fancy keyboard. It's missing this key because I display my keycaps on here to make sure that they fit and work and look good and stuff like that. Then I have this ink that I use with my erasers and works pretty good. Over here we have in these tins, these are all the tools that I use for my clay art on the daily. I got these tins from my mom actually, and I know they're winter themed, but they're so cute, and like, who doesn't love Swiss Miss hot chocolate? But I just have like my main art supplies in here for clay art. In this one, I keep a bunch of random stuff. So like, there's a couple pairs of scissors in here. There's a tool my dad gave me a while ago. It's like a whittling tool, but I use it for making eraser stamp. These little pliers. This is a paint that I use sometimes. I find myself usually using this paint for things. I don't know why, but it's just ivory. And a paint scraper. And then this is another little eraser carver. There's just a paintbrush in there, and then this is my wand to keep that cold. Behind that, I just have some wire. I haven't actually used it yet. And then these are just some different glazes. This is my glue that I use. I use this for pretty much everything that I make. I put a little bit of this glue on it somewhere. This stuff works really good. These are my Q-tips. I use these every time I'm working with clay. They work so well for getting dust up. And then in here I just have my rubbing alcohol. And then this is my little trash can, which I showed in a different video. It's very cute. This is my scale that I use quite a bit. And these are some paint brushes that I have. And a little power bank. This is my little ladybug vacuum cleaner. This thing is awesome. It works so good. This is my Devoom light. He looks like one of the little creatures from Among Us. I haven't played that game, but I know what they look like, and this kind of looks like that, which is kind of funny. And he's currently dead, so that's why he's not on. I picked up this dish the other day at Michael's. I didn't know what to put in it, so I just put some of these cotton pads because I use these to wipe my surface before I work with clay. Mushi actually got me this case for my AirPods, and it is the best case ever. I love this thing. It's so sturdy, it's wonderful, it's cute. I use my AirPods every single day, so I always have this, and it's just like the cutest thing to keep at your desk. I love it. I got this lamp from Amazon. It was originally behind my monitor, but it was unable to be moved behind my monitor, so now I have it up here. It's really easy on being on the side because I can like move it from place to place or whatever I need to do when I'm working with clay or whatever, and then when I'm done, I could just put it back up where it was. And this is my iMac M1. I got the one in green. This is my 3D printed slug that Mushi got me. I love this thing, it's so cute. And then this is a little rock man that I made. He's got like green moss on him and stuff. He's very, very cute, but I keep him here just so that he like guards the slug. Like that. This is a sneak preview, but I'm going to be selling these in my Etsy shop. This is a little worm on top of a mossy rock. I just came up with this idea yesterday and I'm like very, very excited. It was so fun to make. I absolutely loved it. So stay tuned. These are going to be in my Etsy shop. And then this is a little pizza duck. This is my jar of wishes. These are all dandelion tufts. This is my Etsy mascot for corner creatures. Then over here, these are light up tulips that Mr. Newt got me. They're currently not charged, but they're really pretty when they light up. And then this was a clay person that I got off of Etsy. This is a light up pear. Mr. Newt got me this for our anniversary. They're called Infinite Objects, and it's a kind of just like a picture that moves a little bit. Obviously this is Starry Night, and it reminds me of Coraline too for some reason, which is like a double bonus. This is a little pen holder that my mom got me, this little octopus. And then I just keep my Lamy calligraphy pen on top of it. This thing is so cute. I got this thing a few months ago, and it was kind of like one of those surprise boxes, like you don't know which one you got, and I got the tropical one, and I can't remember the name of this thing, but I want to like collect them all. This is like the only figurine that I actually like want to collect multiples of. And finally, another little pear. This is another little pear. Currently doesn't have a charge, so he just hangs out there. So yeah, that is everything that's on the top of my desk currently. And very quickly, I'll just show some things that are underneath my desk. So this is a printer. I'm not going to say like what kind or whatever, because I don't even know. It's the cheapest printer at Walmart, and I needed a printer like ASAP, so I just picked it up, and like I don't even care, but it like scans and copies and whatever, so I just get that. This is all my clay and stuff. And then in this final box, it's a little messy, don't judge. This just has some of my packing stuff. I have stickers, packing supplies, my boxes. It is inky. These are the envelopes that I use, thank you cards, tissue paper, tape, and just stuff like that. So this is just stuff that I use for packing. So yeah, that's everything that's on my desk. This is most of the crafting stuff that I use. Thank you for making it to the end if you did. My voice box is not set up for long periods of talking like ever, so sorry if it was getting kind of froggy there for a bit. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, please subscribe to our channel. Me and Mushi are introverts, and we would love to have more crafty friends that like to do stuff that we like to do as well and talk about it. Hit the like button, leave us a comment down below. Let us know if there's any other types of videos that you'd like to see from us. We could definitely incorporate it into our weekly uploading schedule. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you have an amazing day. Goodbye.